In the heart of tradition, where flavors intertwine, nourishing, house stands tall, a culinary shrine.
Hello my beautiful friends, how are you? I hope you are doing fine. And this is Nourishing House. I am Olive Ladus with
Anthony Unravel.
thank you guys for being here watching us at this moment, because you are the one who empower us so that we can also empower all the people around us. And today we are going to talk on something that is very sensitive, emotional, and you can still of course also make use of the comment section to give your own ideas how you think about it. And of course we are going to ask to our expert psychologist by adding his knowledge and wisdom. Yes, and this is about a fallout, or what I can call infidelity in the household, or like your partner cheating. So why do men cheat? Of course I focus on men because you are a man. We can still talk later on in other sessions or other talk about the women also cheating, but on this one we are focusing on men cheating. Why do men cheat?
Like you mentioned earlier, that this is really indeed a very sensitive topic and emotional indeed, and topic that I would say that most people indeed avoid to go into. Why did men cheat?
Yeah,
We specifically said it, and we answered that maybe in the next section we also ask why do women also cheat.
yes, of course.
Yeah, cheating, automatically we all know that it is unfair advantage,
Which means
meaning that someone who is cheating is just trying to gain. It's something that has to do maybe let me take advantage of this opportunity and sleep with a woman, or take a bribe, because cheating is in all ratification everywhere. Cheating is at work, cheating is also a man sleeping outside his matrimonial home or into a relationship. So it's always something to gain or take advantage of. But in the aspect of why did men cheat, because it's really a very big question.
yeah, because really nowadays everywhere viral, this man cheated, this man did that, this man is like gossiping of I don't know if it's because of the trending of social media and stuff, but we are seeing so many.
First I would say, okay, what is up a trading now, like about Cubana chief priest. It's very famous, and just a Kenya woman came out from nowhere in social media, started saying that Cubana chief priest has a son with her, that he denied her access of reaching out to him, and he has not been taking care of her and the baby. So all this is a result of what? Cheating. Well, like I likely says before, that any famous or popular person, it's hard for him to cheat because he wants to protect his image and that of his family.
Yeah, but don't also forget that they are always partying, and maybe that's where they feel tempted or maybe weak, and then do it.
That's why you asked me the question, why do men cheat? Because I can't say that this is the reason behind it, because whatever how you want to look into it, cheating is cheating. Whether being drunk, what of someone, because psychological point of view, if we go into investigation, what of someone who is in the state of OCD, like obsessive compulsive disorder? There is some women, because this guy is very famous, very popular, he want to take advantage and feel like, I don't mind even if he's married, I just want to sleep with him. It happens a lot.
Yeah, it's like I saw also the woman who was trending saying like, yeah, me, I only do married men. Say like, okay, this also can really tempt a man.
Of course, and like I say, it's an advantage. That's why I say cheating is again an advantage to take care of. Like, it's unfair. It's unfair advantage, because you want to test that particular opportunity you have, because you feel like it's very easy. It's on the go. There is nothing to commit yourself. There is no too much to talk to a woman before you make love to her. So that's why I say that no matter how you want to look at it, cheating is cheating because it's unfair advantage. Now, let's buttress this further. There are some facts, like I mentioned about the OCD, like obsessive compulsive disorder. Someone who is already obsessed with your husband will go at every extent of even to sleep with your husband. You can't change that. And the person's gain or aim is to make sure you have a test of your husband. Why? Because social media has presented, maybe the guy is very famous, like that of Kobanachi Phrase. He's a business guy that I like his way of doing. Because the way he associates himself to support his fellow men in their events is something I always give bravo to him. The way he languish money, making it a grand style phenomenon, he has a way of social conformity. So, any woman out there who will be tripping or dying to have a baby or to sleep with him is something, even if when I hear the news, I'm not surprised.
Of course, because he's known guy.
He's a known guy. Then, if you're asking other factors that might lead to cheating, I'm not here to define or defend or men cheating. Like I said, if a man does not obtain a concept from you as a woman, it's already unfair.
Because sometimes they say like, okay, they love their wife, they have nice lovely family, and they do everything, the wives are good, they are beautiful, they cook, they do everything, but still you see like I've heard that this man has a very beautiful wife. She cooks, she do everything, but still the man goes outside.
Yeah, like I will take it back to the olden days where the reason of cheating was seen in the aspect of a man getting more wives. But now we are practicing a man is polygamous in nature. Meaning, I'm not here saying that a man should sleep with many women. But then in the olden days, men who go out there because he's a great hunter or he has a very large farmland, he wants to get many wives to have many children in order to put them into the business.
Yeah, but nowadays men use it saying like, the man is not supposed to have only one wife. You cannot satisfy because the woman has her own period of feeling to do that deed, like to make love all the time. So that's why maybe a man go to find another woman. But is this real or it's just an excuse?
Yeah. I told you that every person who cheats will give you a reason why he cheated. And his reason is always best known to him. And he always wants to justify his reason of being cheating on someone. But that's why I said it's unfair advantage. Because no matter the reason you want to give, at the end of it, cheating is cheating. So what matters here, what we should be focusing on, can the relationship you built over the years be swept off the corner because a man cheated on you? Because sometimes a man might cheat once because he was drunk. Some people find themselves in the midst of having get together party in the company, and over there we are drinking, and a woman who is interested in him might put a drug, or him at that moment of being excited about the party, he just wanted to let go of himself. That's why I said that any man who will cheat lack discipline. And men out there who are faithful and remain faithful to their wives, bravo, keep it up, because it's not easy. Biblical saying we say that lead us not into temptation. Meaning temptations are there is environmental contents you will find yourself, and the environment will prompt you or make you to cheat on your partner.
And of course, with men, you like what you see.
Of course, a man is being attracted with what he see. While women are also moved with what they hear. That's why the moment a woman see a man who is also keep telling her that I love you, that sink to her. Why a man will pass and see a woman who is on a bump shot with big boobs, what he will shout to, man, wow, is being moved with what he see. So it takes discipline to keep to your limits and establish a boundary, knowing that yes, we have committed yourself into a relationship, a serious relationship that you want a long-lasting one. Therefore, there are things that will not move you or sweep you off the corner. But that doesn't mean that nobody is born perfect. So when it happens, now we are talking about now, when it has now happened, what happens?
How can we heal from that offense? Like, see, the man has cheated, but maybe now he wants to stop, of course, and then he's saying it to his wife, or maybe let me know if he say that he's going to say it to the wife. How can he behave to, to reveal it to the wife and also get the forgiveness, or like to heal from that?
Yeah, that's why I say it's also very challenging, because this topic, like I mentioned, is very emotional. The ego of a man plays a role here. Men try to hide even when they cheat to their wife or their partner, because they're trying to protect their ego. The id, in psychology, there is what we call the id, which is the pleasurable principle, their urge, making them to go out there to satisfy this need. The ego is there to balance. Why the super ego is when you are too moral and religious. So if there is not a balance between your three personality traits, where you see that now I've made this mistake, then believing that the best way is to come out openly and honestly to talk to your partner that I've cheated on you, and I pray in subsequent time I will not do it also in future. He thought, because they said to err is woman, but to forgive is divine. If your partner decide not to forgive you at that point that you have opened up to her, my dear, you have to bear your cross because you cheated. But if she deem it fit to forgive you, thank your God, and then rebuild the relationship, spice it up, and then move on. Create healthy boundaries in order to not allow such incident to reoccur again. Like I said, every man who is famous protects his family. So when things happen outside home, it takes honesty, it takes commitment, and it takes courageous to come down and inform your wife that you have cheated on her.
Okay, now it's good. But also I want to go to another level a little bit. Imagine that you have cheated once, or even if it is twice, but you want to not do that anymore, but now there is a baby.
Okay.
So how can that household survive it? You want really to correct yourself, to ask forgiveness, or maybe it might also be there, but now there is a baby involved. You have impregnated, or of course the other woman has a child for you, but that child will come back, of course, in your face and the face of your wife as a result of cheat. So how can they survive that and heal from that?
First, I will say that it's really in a second degree of emotional upset and disharmony in every family. Because we are no longer talking about that a man cheated on the wife or cheated on the partner now. Now, that's why I call it a second degree, because now a baby is now involved. Why I call it second degree of hurt also is because there will be emotional damage. Emotional damage in the sense that the husband who cheated doesn't even cheated being protected. That means he cheated having sex unprotected. That's another level. So the woman will start in her mind, as I say, she will be psychologically disturbed. What if the girl who have this child also have another diseases? There is sexually transmitted diseases, and he contract it and also give it to a woman at home, and that's how the family is also going to be destroyed. So that's why I say that on that level of a child being involved is another thing we call second degree, because people will say that the woman who kept the baby without letting the man know was looking for a gay, maybe because he's famous, he wants to take advantage and destroy their home. Yes, we know that, but let's not be judgmental here. The truth is, the law specifically stated that the moment two couples decide to have unprotected sex, they have already deemed it fit to bring a baby into the world. So at that point, they should be responsible for the upkeep of that innocent child they brought into the world. So now a baby has occurred, and if you want to save your home, like I said, you can't build relationship over 10 years, 6 years, 20 years, or 40 years, and because of reoccurrence or the manifestation of the outcome of the cheating, which is the baby now, result in dissolving your home. I don't preach separation or divorce, but at the same time, if one partner is not the emotion is not held, because I keep saying your happiness matters more in every relationship. So if she is not comfortable with the outcome of that cheating, she's have every right to walk away, to serve the man a divorce, and then they got separated. But it's really a difficult task. If in a reason whereby you value your man, you love your man, and you in the initial initial you have accepted the fact that he cheated on you and you want to let go, it's really difficult, but there is a way of moving forward. I recommend both partners to seek a counselor or a therapist, someone who will in detail explain this whole dysfunctioning that has already occurred.
Yeah.
Then, apart from that, they should also set a very healthy boundaries, because there should be a boundary between both. And when that has occurred, they should decide in co-parenting of the child that is being involved. Both parties, not the woman who has the baby first. Both parties should decide how to do co-parenting about the child who is involved, because it has happened. They should look forward to make sure that they offer all the necessary responsibility about the child welfare and well-being.
Yeah, but also looking at on this example of the Cubana chief priest, the woman came on social media crying that the guy has like blocked him everywhere, that he cannot take care of the child and every stuff, and then everyone starts taking side. Yeah, that's how men are, and like some of them, they might be hating men, or maybe depending on their emotion in that time, like maybe they are in a depression, or maybe they are also facing problems with men, and then they say, yeah, that's how men they are. So how can that woman actually should have behaved? Let's say, like for example, chief priest wanted really to cut ties and never knew that the woman was pregnant, and then now he cut ties and said like, no, I love my family even though I did this offense, but I don't want to do that anymore. And then the woman come on social media, like.
Anyway, like I said, social media is a easy platform to reach out and gain emotional manipulation support. For the fact that Kubana chief priest have held, like sleeping outside his matrimonial home, like because I see so many posts of his, like preaching about how he loves his wife. So if that actually happened and he cut ties with this lady, that means he wants to fall back to protect his home. I mean, his family is everything for him. Then this woman resurfaced on social media and started making us understand that he has not been taking care of her and the baby, and even posted the picture of the baby that looked exactly like Kubana chief priest.
It was really like a copy paste.
Yeah, but now you should know that with modern technology now, a lot of things are very possible on social media. Photoshop everywhere. People can clone a picture. Even there is a app you can use to make a full adult to look like a small baby in his own time. So that's why I say that there are things on social media that I cannot just easily ascertain that is true or not. And I will advise that a lot of people out there on social media have what we call hate speech.
Yeah,
you hate someone because you hear that a woman came out on social media and speak ill or the truth, or even review the truth behind what actually happened in her life, and then you start hating a Kubana chief priest because of that single act. That's why I say that don't join a party to hate someone that you have not also ascertained or hear his own source of information, because it's very important. she cried out to the public on social media to seek emotional support. Some people will pity and feel that Kubana Chipis is someone who is the bad person here.
And some people can cry without any problem.
Of course, there are people who cry with this. Is even some people's personality. They have crying tendency.
That's manipulation, huh?
Of course, emotional manipulation is always there. People gain favors and gain and make people look that the other party is the one who is bad. Now, I'm not saying that what Kubana Chipis did is good. My point is that at this point, you and I are still hearing a rumor. And the rumor can be ascertained if the guy gives a parental consent to go and determine the DNA of the baby. Then if it comes out positive that he's actually the father, then let it do the needful. The needful is that moment he take responsibility about the child who is now involved, who has nothing to do with about his affair with the woman. Nanny, because his 23 chromosome is that's the output we are seeing. So it is to take charge, but taking charge is also inform his wife. They should resolve. It's not easy, but they should find a way to rebuild their relationship, begin trust, and then establish a healthy balance. Like I mentioned, put certain boundaries, decide how to discuss during the co-parenting of the child. Then find a way of support to help the woman who is also involved, because automatically you should know that he's famous and what she's taking is attention. As she mentioned, it's not about her, it's about the child. How can he do a child support without also giving you, the mother, also a support? So he has to take his responsibilities, because that's what he bargained. Because like I mentioned earlier, that the moment both parties decided to have unprotected sex, they have determined to bring a child into the world. And that's why I think she knew about this. That's why she made it in her speech on social media that the child is aware and he accepted for her to have the baby. So for her to use that statement, it means that the young man is aware. But you and I are not here to verify the source. So why would I start saying it's true or not, or taking side? What I know is that I will say what is in line in law. And what I know is in law is, if when being determined that DNA has confirmed that he is the father, he should take responsibility about the baby.
Yeah, that's true. So this is my last question. For example, then there is of course the man cheated and then he cut ties, or not even cutting ties. For example, he has a child, and then but he doesn't want really to ruin his life at home with the wife, because they are really, he just made an offense, like it wasn't a mistake. And then he said like, okay, you stay there, I will help you, I really try to manage and help you, but don't tell my wife, just stay there, and then yeah, I will give you money and I will take care all the responsibility of the kid. But there's a case where, for example, now the woman can die, and then the kid has to come, of course, to his dad. And then, bam, you see the wife looking at his man. Okay, the man is asking for forgiveness that one time he cheated, and the woman understands that, but say like, yeah, but now I have a child. But the woman maybe is thinking like, okay, maybe it's a baby, he's still young because it's recent. And then you find like a grown-up child. So the woman asks themselves like, okay, all these years you have done these things, you have never told me, I could have forgiven you, but this child is like very big now, like he's a teenager, for example, let's say he's a teenager, and then now I feel stupid and betrayed because it has been a long time. So how can they heal and not break their household?
First, it's heavy. I mentioned earlier that to her is woman, to forgive is divine. It's really an heavy one, because if the child we are talking about here is a grown-up and the man healed and hide it from the wife or this wife, it takes divine for her to forgive the husband and then move on with the home. Every man will want to protect his home. That's why he's asking for forgiveness when he has not done what he should have done in the earlier stage. I'm not here to question blame. I mentioned earlier that sometimes men are also scared of revealing the truth in the initial time, because they don't want it to be used against them. A man protects his ego more than every other thing you might think of. So But I will also say that it takes discipline, courageous, and you knowing that you have this effective communication with your partner, and you know your dream life goal with your partner, to open up. It will hurt, but advice always for you to open up to your partner. A wife or a partner who will be there in your life will remain despite all hurdles and noodles.
Yeah.
It's not ever is there is never a home that is perfect. Every family have what we call secret. So what happened in Mr. A family is also happening in Mr. B, but in a different dimension. But they decide to keep it cool, and you think their home is perfect. There is something in that home that Mr. A, the wife, have seen, and she decided to accept it the way the husband is, and it's functioning proper for them. That's why I mentioned earlier that don't go into relationship, I want to endure or tolerate my husband or my partner. No, you accept him the way he is, or you reject him on time. So if the news is something you cannot accept, you reject. If you can accept it, then you look forward a way to build up, to make an adjustment, rebuild that relationship again, because it's going to they must come down to rebuild the relationship, because trust is no longer there, honesty is no longer there, their dream goal, what their plan have to be, where they want to be in the years, their set up plan go into that commitment of being into a relationship is being affected. So there's need to rebuild that relationship back again. And when rebuilding it, they should rebuild it in the aspect of trust again, like committing an effective communication. That's why we made a topic about effective communication. You guys should also go and look into our previous post we made about effective communication. It's very important. That's why I said that when building a relationship in effective communication way, you don't stop there. It's an everyday practice. It's like an investment.
Yeah.
Your relationship is an investment, so you should keep nourishing it, keep revising, keep talking to each other. That's when, even if when things happen outside the home, you can feel more free to communicate to your partner. Now it has happened, I will always advise, I don't support separation or divorce. The wife or the partner should deem it fit to see the angles that she can accommodate. That's why I say professional advice. Seek a therapist or a counselor. Talk to your friends, a close friend, not just someone who is reliable. Talk to your family, because sometimes that moment is no longer something she can keep to herself. The whole family should be involved, because she needs the support of the family to give the strength to move on. Yeah.
Thank you so much. It has been really a good topic, of course. And you guys, what do you think about cheating? And how do you think that people should heal from it? And if there's a child involved within a cheating, how can people survive and build their household? Because here Nourishing House, we want to build household, not to say like, okay, selfishness, self-centered, like me too, I am, like, for example, some people say we are empowered, why should I stay there? If you really love your man and if you love your home, you can still build it. If you know, like, no one is perfect, of course, and no household is perfect, so you really want to all the time build it, rebuild it, and nourishing it, of course. So what do you think? Use the comment section to tell us about your ideas and your advice that you can give, and of course continue to love us, share, and subscribe for those who are new. And yeah, I think that was all, and see you for the next session.
Thank you.